Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Europe Advanced map. We're playing as the green player out of the third position. We have a... I was under the impression we had a bot. Yes, the white player is a bot. It, for some reason, has not listed white with the bot icon. Maybe that will change. I'm not sure, but white is a bot. I knew somebody didn't ready up. I didn't know who. We're playing as green. I like the 3 here. Positionally, I do kind of like the 1. 3-point hold over much of the right-hand side, but really only this bonus. So 3 probably ends up being a better spot. Oh, you know what? We got the 1-point hold here. As much as I like the 3 in the middle, I always love the 1-point Gascony. Got Kevin Diaz, viewer of the channel, wants me to go Spain. Can't quite cap Spain, but I can at least hold Spain. Purple could roll my capital, and this might irritate blue. I'm feeling a little frisky, and risky. Risk it for the biscuit. Why not? Why not go for it, right? Give it a shot. Maybe blue goes somewhere else. Obviously, still trappable in this region. Still card blockable, but allows me to get a better earlier bonus start unless somebody is capped, obviously, on Madrid, which would be unfortunate. We got pink up here. He sees where I am. Purple could try to roll me 8-on-4 on the first turn. That would be a little bit unfortunate, but I don't know. As much as playing for the middle over here is nice, if somebody is capped Prussia, or especially a Trieste cap on this board, the Trieste cap is so powerful because any pathing through the middle, you're only 1 territory removed from that. If they come up from the bottom here, you see them. If they come up through this side, they have to somehow get by you. It's arguable that the Vienna cap is slightly better. You won't see any of those maneuvers on the right-hand side here. We are only going to start with 5 troops because the bot just ravaged my material around the board for some reason. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll need to just try to knock people out back here and then maybe take some extra troops in other parts of the board to try to gain a little bit of an advantage. This is not looking like a turn 1 take over here for us in Spain, but we'll take it hopefully on turn 2. Have a decent shot at that. Now, I think slow rolling, we found purple. That's good to know. We definitely don't want him behind us, especially if he ends up taking this bonus, but he should be on Rhine, I believe. So we want to knock pink down troops. We want to knock slow roll some of these bad boys down below. I could try to play for this bonus, but I don't think that's going to be the wisest choice for me. I'm going to put everything here, see what we end up with. I think we want to... Actually, I'm not going to roll that yet. Let's roll purple first. We do have the purple player behind us. I'm actually not going to worry about removal of pink yet. I don't know if purple has a bonus, so I don't want him in there. We're going to hit pink with this to make sure that he only starts with the most 7 troops. And then why not? I'll take some slow roll opportunities on these 2s on other parts of the board. I don't anticipate keeping this material around. I don't think it hurts to roll this stuff out. Might as well roll the 2 into... blue here as well. We win it just to try to pick up some additional territories. We know we're not going to get this bonus. I'd rather prioritize cap defense. Our starting troops roll down into red. Our cap rolls into pink, and we should be golden. So turn 2, Gascony cap into the Iberian Peninsula take. Not too bad, and we have found a little bit of blue. We did force blue to only start with 6, so somebody else would have hit him in a different spot. So he is maybe on a Venice capital, and also potentially not rolling everything off of this. I'm also equipped with a Diet Coke and a glass of ice. Give you guys some little fun sound effects here. Why not? Hopefully this isn't too loud. I just watched the initial burst of spray just shoot across my desk. I think it was mostly like condensate and not a whole lot of soda, but that is funny that happened. And let me maybe I'll give you a good audio pour. Oh, that's a pretty good sound. Foamed up a little bit, so it's quite a long pour here. Glass should be big enough for all of it. Pretty tight though. On red's knocking us fully out of that bonus in the middle. That is sad. We're certainly not above 12 territories either. Lick the little bit of soda on the edge of the can. And look at that. Nice full glass. Nurse that for the rest of the video. I have no idea how that will sound. I'm not trying to turn this into an ASMR risk channel by any means, but certainly doesn't mean can't have it be a little fun. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the bot icon here. But so blue took in here. Blue will play for this. Hopefully red and blue rival each other for this lower area. I imagine red's probably capped on Trieste then. That play doesn't make a whole lot of sense going for this bonus otherwise. So maybe red and blue capped right next to each other. We're back to a 7 cap. Simple enough turn. Blue does not have the bonus. All right, that makes some sense then. He attacked quite a bit there, though. Pink also without a bonus. I didn't see any of Pink's move. I admittedly was not paying a whole bunch of attention to what Pink was doing. Purple also didn't have a bonus. So depending on whether or not red holds this, will be interesting to see if somebody ended up breaking red on that last turn. Because if we've got some early aggression from my opponents, that'll definitely change how I think this board ends up playing out. I think red does hold this. So I'm curious what this leads to, right? How aggressive does red get? I wouldn't mind taking the rest of France on this next turn, like maybe a little bit conservatively, only because I don't want to tip off my opponents too much strength on the left-hand side early, especially because my cap, even gaining 9 troops on this next turn is not super duper strong. Red looks like he's picking up this +3 at the bottom. If I had to hedge a bet, red doesn't have a ton of troops on capital. But the fortify's long enough that they're presumably bringing something back. White bot, I think, is mostly territory. Maybe it's got Iceland. Still has its capital. I don't know where that is. And I'm not really looking to venture out to discover. My hope is almost that purple holds off. Oh, see, now why does that hit me? I'm not really certain why that hits me. Well, there's a bunch of blue around it, besides the path and mill. But yeah, purple's still without a bonus, but does have territory count. And I could try to play for this bottom left, but I think I just get removed here. So it's probably better to stay within my bubble. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Better attack is probably up. I get to see more coverage of the board. Oh, we find pink. I forgot pink was here. Now, I am not... I'm going to do... This is going to be an interesting test. I am going to leave pink there. Because I'm not going to lose my cap to pink on this turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if pink is ballsy enough to break me and open me. Meanwhile, blue has actually jumped up from 0 bonus to double bonus. That's the Southern Europe and generic Alps hold there. He is now aggressively playing for what I believe is a split Russia. I don't really understand this play unless you somehow have material behind purple and pink up here. This is a 2-point cap hold, by the way, between pink and purple. And this is why I don't think pink's going to break me. If he does, I think it's foolish. And if he doesn't, I think it's foolish. I really think pink is in a tough spot from this position because I believe him and purple keep breaking each other behind this capital. To the point where if pink doesn't fortify enough back to cap here, he's going to lose this. All right, that's a better fortify. That's a heftier clump of troops to protect himself, and I don't get broken here, so we can consider aggression on other lines. My concern is that red goes in. So red is not capped in generic Alps. Him and blue fist bumping. If blue somehow has a split bonus behind purple, we're going to have 3 different people with double-digit generation each turn. I don't know that I love that. It's really going to come down to, like, has white finally lost its capital? Botted player has lost its capital. It does trade in. Hopefully not up in my business. So I don't know where red is capped then. I thought I had pretty good vision down in North Africa. And then I had a territory or two into Orient as well. So, and we got knocked out of here by white bot. So it's none of these 3 territories here. I don't know that red is that close to the material that we see here. Meanwhile, purple, I think, still above 12 territories, also has this bonus up here and maybe continuing to give issues to the pink player. I don't want to get overly aggressive on this next turn. I actually think my best bet is just a soft attack up here and a cap defense. Knock pink out of this position. I'm going to actually leave the 4 there to prevent the bot from breaking me. And somehow the blue player has split Russia. He fist bumped red, and if there's something I've seen about the aggressive bonus takers that then fist bump, they will frequently turn immediately on the player they fist bumped. Generally, I find blue players to be some of the least, like, irritatingly fist bumpy player. Like, they're usually, blue players are usually pretty respectable, and I don't even think he's going to break red here. I think he's going to clean this bonus in the bottom left, which is unfortunate that I lose those extra 3 troops, but it is what it is. Cleans through me. Only loses 1. He'll get that full bonus. I don't know, man. If I'm red, you presumably know where his cap is. I don't think you play nicely here. Meanwhile, I'm interested to see what pink does, because purple keeps breaking pink. So I'm eventually trying to gear up to take this capital, because I think I could cause some troubles to purple. But if red and blue continue playing nice with each other, I don't know that it ends well for us, unfortunately. Now, blue knows where I'm capped. Red is just taking the capital. So I think the bot, that just jumped to 2, right? So the bot had actually taken its cap back. I think red tried to take the white bot's cap, and the white bot set in on it and took it back. I don't want to get knocked out of this position. I hope it actually puts the 3 troops here. If these are the only 2 white territories left, we got to be locked in. Blue has taken all of this. Blue has all of Russia. White breaks blue and Russia, which is tremendous. So I don't want to hit this. That does not get in there. We're gonna hit pink on this next turn. We're gonna hit pink on this next turn because I don't want to hit white, because I think we can have the white kill, because I think blue will over aggress the bot on this next turn. I also think red played a little too nice to blue, where blue's going to get too many troops. I don't think letting a player who has a solid middle position, we'll find out where blue's cap is. If blue's cap is on Vienna, we may very well be screwed. We're going to put 14 troops here. I'm going to hit. We find blue. We're going to leave an 11 there. This may not make the pink player happy, but I want to have active cards. I don't want to get early card block, because clearly we're a 1 or 2 point card block off of this position. And we know purple keeps breaking pink. And this also prevents pink retaliation through my stack, right? To come hit purple. But we know white is here. So if blue overreacts, he gets broken in Russia. If he overreacts and tries to clean white out of this right-hand side, white gets troops on the next turn. Purple doesn't jump on it quick enough. We get 3 extra cards off of it. Now we will enhance the trade-ins of blue, pink, and red. But that is okay. Because it gives us a better trade-in. It gives us an additional trade-in, rather, while keeping us on the same quantity of cards. And also, this actually protects purple from trading and hitting pink as well. So red gets 16. That's a cap pickup, but not a bonus pickup over in Orient. So I got to be on the lookout for that, right? White might get, if we don't see white place all of its troops here, we just leave this territory alone. It's not a big deal. I don't think I'm going to have the juice to take pink's cap. He is on 5 cards. So a trade-in from white already happening, and then a trade-in from purple. Potentially a trade-in from white. Purple stealing the white kill if this is the end of white right on this position here. Yeah, it's not. So we leave that alone. was going to say, we'll get, we're at 11 territories, so we're only going to get 13 troops. We got an 11 here. It'd be 24 there, plus an additional 8 from a trade-in. Plus 2 on Madrid is not helpful. That's behind our capital. 8, 24 and 17, or 32 on 17 is a possible roll, but not really one that I want to try. Unless, of course, we see the purple player sack into the pink cap here, which is its own interesting little conundrum. I do wonder if blue took all of Eastern Europe. Eventually, the levee's going to break between blue and red. I don't know when that inherently occurs. We will trade in. And I'm not going to pull my 11 away. Leave that there. Gives us cards up top. Got a very strong capital relative to my neighbors. Blue's getting 30 troops as well. So if he doesn't put anything on these two spots, he doesn't inherently get the white kill. Presumably that played off of this position again. I probably would go bad to red in this situation as the blue player. I think you have enough board and purple, pink, and I clustered enough in the top left. You should be at least aware of my cap and of probably of purples as well. He thought that was the white kill. Does he continue here? He thought that that was the white elimination. Hits by 2. Finds white. No, it's not white. Interesting. That is a ton of troops, by the way. White must be behind pink then. Because I think, or red has it over in Orient. Either way, a little bit unfortunate that my material got there, hit there, but a little bit over aggression by blue potentially. I don't think pink gives up here. And who knows? You may have the white elimination, sir. Which would give a 20 trade to red. Red would only be able to hit blue at that point. And we know blue is holding up here. I don't know why purple actually doesn't just remove blue. Blue must have a ton of troops on this spot up here in the split Russia. But I would not let him sit up here. I think that's a bad idea. And that is not an elimination of... no trade. Not an elimination of the white player either. So red should have white clustered down by him. I thought that was a little bit premature by the blue player there. I think once he realized he hit this and didn't get anything out of it. Red's only getting 12. So blue probably broke him too, but red hopefully has kept the white kill hidden somewhere down here. Or he's heavy breaking, right? He's only at 12, so that's at most Southeastern Europe, North Africa with quite a bit of troop loss. Well played by red. Very, very well played by red. I'll let the trade-in commence. Before saying well played, I would continue hitting blue here. I don't think you should be nice in this situation. I'm in a little bit of a... Yeah, and that's what he's doing. I'm in a little bit of a tough spot because I don't have a trade on 3. And I'm not in a position to capitalize off of any hit onto pink at the moment. And red just full sends blue, which I think is great. Blue likely has a very large capital too. So that combination is oh. Does the cap get open off of this spot? Did pink open his cap? He had 29 on cap. He gets 30 troops out of it. He's 59. This does not inherently kill pink. And even if it does, okay, he does not go for that. We're gonna make this a 50. Then I'm gonna stack here with this 35. I mean, this may be super obvious to pink that I'm trying to play for an elimination on him. I don't have a trade on 4. So we'd need to see him make a pretty big gaffe to do anything about it. But I know I'm at the point where I'm not really worried about my capital. And with red and blue throwing hands at each other right now, I think this is the prime time to just try to gear up for a pink kill. But if pink trades Pink should trade on either of these turns. And if he trades, then we're kind of cooked. I think now, because purple should know that blue got hit quite a bit. Yeah, there's the trade in. Well played. Does he open me? Yeah, kind of a silly thought there, Pink. Bit of a silly guy. The fact that that is a game losing play by Pink, by the way. To think that I'm dumb enough over the course of the turns that I've been playing to even be able to be eliminated is a little bit silly to me. I will forego, at this point, I will forego the additional 4 troops a turn I would gain anyway, knowing that I have a cap hit into Pink and I can eventually remove him, and potentially, depending on where these guys take over here on the right side, even remove purple. Both of these players become more appealing to me, which is obviously far more beneficial for myself. I will still be outgaining the Pink player, but now I can keep myself pointed at him, and essentially the trade should be close to worth it if he gets to 4 cards. Like, I'm not going to eliminate him on 3. There's no point. But if we end up having a trade prior to a trade on 5, positionally look a little bit better eliminating Pink. Blue's still at 11, so red's kind of keeping him in a stranglehold, the two of them fighting back and forth. Now, I would love somebody to come open me up, because I'm fairly certain with the amount of aggression these two are pumping into each other right now, especially if some caps get open and some hits get taken. If we see red jump to 3 troops, we're trading in and we're hunting blue. Almost certainly. Does he come out this way again? So this is an interesting situation now where Pink has more troops on cap. It's smarter for me. It's a better business decision for me to make a move on the yeah, this is that trade-in that I thought might happen. This might end up being a feed, because I believe blue is potentially still behind purple. But it's a better business decision now. I have both of these lines, right? I don't have to eliminate either of these players right now, and I'm not going to, but we've got the option for a 60 capital here, 63 capital here, or 45 capital here. This one's building higher and faster. And we know purple has troops off cap. He traded in early. There's a good chunk of troops sitting here behind Pink. It might even be a card block on Pink, which is why purple's cap is probably the best capital on the board, and eventually this gets better defended than any other option we have here. I want to reduce the amount of issues I have here, though, so I'm not giving that line into blue. The caps numbers didn't jump, so red traded early, seemingly for no good reason. Just sit there, maybe force purple to take the card in front of me. Blue's down to 9. So those two are at least throwing punches at each other. It should keep them both fairly weak, because they're not getting a lot of troops per turn anymore. Purple is actually getting the most right now, based on, or well, I guess red was getting 12, but pretty close. And we won't know if any caps flip here, because red had 2. Red had the white capital. And blue doesn't trade in off of a red elimination. So if me leaving the 3 here somehow gets purple to attack down, if one of these players gets eliminated on this turn, we can potentially clean the board fully. Like, if red dies on this turn... do I have trade on 3? No. Yeah, blue does not get the red elimination, but quite an aggressive attack sequence there. We're going to get to 4 cards. We obviously don't have a trade-in. Pink is going to be sitting at about 70, so an elimination on him is certainly not a bad... Is he hit me here? He does. Come on, give me those lines. Give me those lines. Ah, he hits down. We're leaving our cap open at this point because the card blocks are dangerous. Trades are far more valuable at 50 plus troops than the extra 4 troops or whatever I get a turn. I'd rather have multiple lines of cap open. This is also... The issue here is a little bit... Red, interesting. That is not a high... That must be a cap running around. That's not a lot of troops. That really was not a lot of troops at all, guys. I feel okay. There's two avenues of thought. I have two targets here. I'm open to both of these guys. If purple doesn't trade, purple's going to be the better elimination. If he doesn't trade on 4, by far the better elimination. If pink doesn't trade, we'll take pink. But I don't want to eliminate either player at cost now. I'd rather get the extra card. I don't think pink is really worth it right now with whatever I'd lose hitting his capital. I'm not even actually sure I can take him out right now. Purple gets up to 66. He does hit my 3 there. It's a little bit annoying, but he does lose troops off of it. I'm going to continue taking these cards because I want somebody to open me up out that way. He refuses to open me up on that line, which actually may lead to his own demise. I don't have a trade on 4 again. We got the ice cube in my mouth now. Gosh dang, is that frustrating, everybody. Wow. I don't have a trade on 4 again. Good enough dice through purple would probably be worth it. Purple doesn't trade. Or sorry, pink doesn't trade. He breaks blue. He opens blue. Buddy, you can't eliminate blue. What are you doing? Till we see red potentially flip one of these. This is a bizarre play by pink. So much so that I can probably eliminate him now. Red gets 14. And says good game. I wonder if red feels that blue is going to be able to eliminate him on this next turn. That last trade-in from blue, I don't know how much he committed off capital. Red sets. Says good game to blue. Been kind of sitting up here in a little corner, hoping for... I can't do what I want to do when I don't get trades on 4, which is just set the odds of not getting a trade on 4 on back-to-back turns is pretty low. If anybody knows the exact odds of it, let me know down below. But it's not very great odds. Purple still gets 11. I could see purple trading and trying to hunt blue. I'd be very surprised if blue wasn't eliminatable. That's annoying. Loses 1. Do I hope pink doesn't trade, or do I go for purple now? I don't know what the odds of that roll on that cap are. I'd throw the game. I think I just need to play safe. As much as I don't want to do that. If I had the trade in, if I had the trade on 4, purple is cooked there. Purple not trading on 4 there. If I had a trade on 4, he's absolutely cooked from the game. The fact that he didn't trade, it is so unlucky because I'm sitting here. I'm like, I know exactly what I want to do, but what I want to do is entirely predicated on good fortune, which, and not even good luck, just like standard luck, not even luck, just standard odds. And on back-to-back trade cycles, I get screwed out of it, which is, the first one is fine because I'm not expecting to be able to get an elimination off of that necessarily. The second one's a little bit frustrating. Now, because purple chose to remove me there, right? Like, pink hit my spot here. So purple chooses to, and again, I'm not sure why he would hit my 3. I'm not sure what the goal behind that is. He's still only getting 5. If pink doesn't trade here, we're going to get a 5-card kill. Yeah, I had a feeling that one was going to come. It almost seems like pink's going into blue right now, which I don't think is a smart play. Blue just did so much aggression that pink must still be down here. and hitting a bunch of this stuff, which is a little weird that Pink, who was the weakest player on the board, got involved down here. I don't know what that really accomplishes for him. You know, unless he stole an open free capital, I guess that argument could be made. Now, we know Red has no trade-in. Just running around, seeing if there's any free caps, any board visibilities there. Like, I know Purple's not going to be able to eliminate me here. Purple's trade-in is going to get me, you know, he'll get 76 troops here from a 79 capital or something from before. No, 72 capital from lost 171 capital from before. His cap is basically 10 larger than me, and that's prior to my trade. I'm going to trade for 70 troops here. Blue saying good game is interesting to me. I don't want to remove my opening on Pink here, but Purple's doing a lot of attacking. 2 extra cards from Blue would be pretty worth it. Purple just discovered something he didn't necessarily mean to. I still think Blue may be back here, but I also think that I need to get active. 67 there, 128 here, 52. Are you really worth it? Probably not. 21. What is going on up here? $63. All right. Well played. I don't want to take... None of those are worth it to me. They don't trade me in. Hitting a 52 cap potentially just feeds me to Purple, so I don't think that that's worthwhile. He needs to get these troops back to cap. I don't really know what Blue is doing right now. Get yourself back to cap. I wouldn't hit Pink here. I don't think that that's smart. This is probably Red's original. White attacked through here, though. This might be White's. I'm honestly not sure, because Blue took Russia. I'm very surprised Red even let Blue hold up here. But Pink back to 5. Still on 5, I guess is maybe a better way to put it. And almost certainly not going to open my capital back up. If he opens my cap up, he gets cooked. I'm gonna. But now that I closed it off to go venture, it was basically like, can I get any freebies? And the answer to that was no. I could not get any freebies, and now I'm at risk of being card blocked by Purple. So I definitely need to have troops off cap, because Purple's been a little bit of a rat with me early. Like, I kept the 3 next to his cap, and instead of just hitting down into this spot, and maybe it's because he had this territory already. He'd already hit to the left. He doesn't want to close off his lines into me. It's certainly possible. Red gets 14, puts everything on this capital, nothing on the other one, as far as we can tell. Excuse me. It's the problem with drinking a Diet Coke, is it's going to make you burp. By the way, I appreciate the support on the channel as of recently. Obviously, this is the first full-fledged Europe advance we've had on the channel in quite some time as a standalone video for Meta Monday. I see he's still choosing to hit me. And honestly, it's kind of annoying. So, no trade on 4 3 times in a row, ladies and gents. 3 times in a row. I've played against this guy before. We played this guy the other day. We played the Purple player the other day. If you guys haven't checked out the latest live stream, we played 1 game. It was a very, very long game, but the Purple player was in that game. He's a Grandmaster level player. I recognize his name. And we played him the other day. He's still attacking down here, man. He's hitting me. He's hitting Blue. But yes, I did in fact play the purple player the other day. I don't know why pink has suddenly gotten some beef with the blue player, but see, here's the issue: is if purple is actually paying any attention this game, and again, we remember his rank. If you guys were in my live stream, very long game. The purple player was a grandmaster level player, so he should be paying attention. The blue player, with a trade-in off of purple right now, fully able to eliminate this player. I mean, he really should just do it. Especially if you've got it. He might even want blue behind him, a potential kill guard opportunity back there. I wish I didn't close my cap off, but I only had one outlet here. This was honestly contingent on a player not capping on the left-hand side. They did cap there after I capped there. It was just a risk that I was going to take. There's the trade-in for purple. I don't have a trade on for, so I potentially get card blocked here. And this is likely a hunt for the blue elimination. Can't card block me here. Does he go for red instead? No, he's going to clean my 15 out here. No, he is searching for the rest of blue. He's making sure that he doesn't have all of his pieces missing. And I was exactly what I said. I said that this player should go hunting for the blue elimination. Yeah. Maybe he got bad dice on this capital? I don't know how much venturing blue did down below. I don't know how much blue got into red's territory. I think he's probably got the elim. If not, we go down through red. It's tight. He didn't get it. He did not get it. We have 29 troops to go hunting because I don't have a trade-in. I got it. I actually just stinking got it, guys. That is a double set. Can I kill pink? I don't have enough, I don't think. I don't actually think I want to try to kill pink here. I don't want... Oh, you know what? I want a little bit of purple back here. He missed it by one territory because pink had blue sandwich, so purple didn't even try to come down here. I was very lucky, honestly. And does pink get himself killed? Pink gets himself killed. Anyway. You gotta stop, bro. You can't kill purple. You really gotta stop here if you're pink. Because we can't have pink get fed. Oh, he's gonna feed himself to red. You can't kill red, bro. Red was not a target here. Get back to cap. I mean, because he didn't trade on 4, he just feeds himself to me, most likely, unless red trades and goes and kills him. There's ways purple gets back into this game. It's very bad. It's very, 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 very bad. Red. Oh my. What on earth? All right, now purple's not getting back into the game. Red just smoked through an 80-something stack. Red gets second. I mean, good for him. Wow. Purple Grandmaster player that we played literally the other day, the last time we played this map, feeds us the win because he misses a single blue territory. That's why I needed to steal his cap, because I can't risk leaving this player alive and going and taking the caps and whatnot. We'll just try to beat red. I think I have a pretty easy card block on him. 3-point card block. He'll have to open up this spot for us. I wouldn't be surprised to see purple bot here, man. He's pretty fried. But purple made an attempt. Pink, I don't know what pink was doing this whole game. I really have genuinely no understanding. Unfortunately, I do need to eliminate purple. I don't have a trade on 3, and I want to make sure I can eliminate pink. Oh, you know what? No, this is an elimination on pink. This is just an elimination on pink. We're going to eliminate pink first. Eliminate pink first. I think it's because purple put in an effort to try to make a big play. I'd rather give him the higher placement. Pink was just kind of putzing around the board for half the game. And I don't really feel the need to inherently reward that. 60 will come back here. 30 there is fine. I don't know how much he's going to have in this pocket. None, because it's red there. We'll be on 5 cards after this. I'm going to get the 1-point hold here. And again, 60 comes back to this cap. He shouldn't have any free rolls on any caps, and he doesn't have any trades. Oh, sometimes you get fed a game, everybody. Good game, bro. Sometimes you get fed a game. It is what it is. And he's hitting all my big stacks. I'll take that for sure. See the other chunk. If he fortifies the other chunk, I don't know where the other cap is. So presumably that was the fortify. And because this player had the decency to just sack his material out, that probably was the white cap. This one had to be the red cap, right? Good game, bro. Well played. Red does not stall. I respect red for that. Let's see the ranks of our opponents. I think blue was pretty good. I think red was decent. I don't love the cap choice. I don't love my own cap choice. Purple, we know, at least from the last time we played him, he's a Grandmaster. It might have dropped down to Master. You never know. I don't think pink was the strongest player in the world. And obviously white didn't even play the game with us. So, yeah, purple's dropped down to Master since the last time we played them. They were a GM. If you check out our stream from the other day, you'll see that they were a Grandmaster. I'm not making that stuff up. Go check out the live streams. I've been doing it more. I appreciate the support from everybody. Master on red. Blue is an expert. Beginner on pink. If you guys enjoyed this one, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with Tier List Tuesday tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.